Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I guess we got to talk about something very interesting, which is the status quo for Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, Peter Parker. So there's not a lot we're going to get from it, but we have like a bit of notice. So it seems like he said that there's some of them. So since there's some of the villains, that means there are more villains he went against. Which that's cool, but also very sad that we don't get to see those villains either. So with that said, how does this play out? It seems to me that he still has a relationship with Mary Jane. They're not married from what I can tell. There's no ring or anything, or maybe I have to see it for the second time. But there's no ring, but at least they're in a steady point. And it's like some of it was a little bit shaky where it's like, I had a best friend, but a best friend died in my arms after trying to kill me. It's like, no. Y'all guys need to redo that script. The thing's supposed to have been like, I have a best friend. He tried to kill me eventually. He eventually tried to kill me because he thought that something happened between me and his father. And by the end, he actually redeemed himself and he sacrificed his life just to save me from a freak show monster, a freak show alien monster creature. So it's like, yeah, there you go. That's how it really should have went. But it seems to me that he's still okay in this world. Well, note, he does have back problems. just a nice little nod being like what happened to Spider-Man 2, where he actually had a back issue, but thank goodness he was able to pull through. Jake Gyllenhaal most likely hate that part because he was supposed to be Spider-Man now. So that's what's going on with our Sam Raimi Spider-Man, is that he is still Spider-Man and he has a relationship with Mary Jane still. It's not as bad as it was at where we left him off on Spider-Man 3. That's the good news. But it's not even marriage yet. I don't think it's marriage unless I missed the ring. But anyways, let's talk about the interesting part of the new status quo. Well, it's a new status quo for Sam Raimi's Spider-Man is that he is not really a changed man, but it's just the fact that he is a bit more wiser and who knows, maybe he'll try to get married with Mary Jane. Not sure. As for the Amazing Spider-Man, this is interesting where it's like he went from being kind and gentle to not actually holding his punches and beating everyone, every bad guy that showed himself. He actually straight up beat them down. He beat them down. So you wonder where's the Rhino, and I don't think it's right there. It's like I think he actually didn't beat down a Rhino. It had to come like some years later, Yeah, so he got very bitter. And who knows, the status quo would be the fact of he's going to find himself a Mary Jane because, well, everyone doesn't have a Gwen Stacy and your Gwen Stacy died. So it looks like you need to find a Mary Jane. That's what it sounds like to me. You need to find a Mary Jane, and too bad the freaking audience, the freaking fans said no to Mary Jane. They said no. They said she wasn't busty enough. She wasn't sexy enough. So it's like, it sucks that you didn't even get to have a Mary Jane, even though director himself was like, oh, well, we got rid of Mary Jane because it seemed a little too fast for him to actually have a relationship with Mary Jane after Gwen Stacy died. And I'm like, they could still be friends, right? Couldn't you at least still have him as a friend? It's like right now, he has no friends. He has no one to talk to. It's like, yeah, it's like in the first one, he had Harry to talk to. In this one, he has nobody to talk to, really. It's like, it's true. It's like he has nobody. So it's like, shouldn't he actually have some? Well, technically he had Gwen, but she's gone now. So it's like, at least allow him to have a friend. Can he not have a friend? Apparently not. So this time around, hopefully we'll get him to have a Mary Jane. And hopefully if they're going to do another movie, which it seems like they might do another movie, Don't recast. Bring Shayla Woodley back. If they say shit again, they're going to get their ass whooped. Because it seems like this time around, if they do say something about her chest that doesn't actually says it matches with the comic book, is not comic book accurate, they're going to get a whole lot of ass whooping. That's most likely is going to happen this time. So they're going to have to keep their mouth shut, which I'm pretty sure they're going to keep their mouth shut. And the ones who actually said it a long time ago, they should be happy that no one's digging and seeing who said what and going to get a major beatdown. Because that's technically what they deserve, is a beatdown. So he's going to be a lighter Spider-Man, chances are. It's like, yeah, Spider-Man's going to withhold his punches and be nice this time, where it's like, no, he's going to beat down a freaking, it's like, we don't know. He actually killed everyone else. All I know is that he brutally took them down, chances are. He brutally took them down. They're in jail, but they're like, seriously won't get back up. They obviously most likely are on stretchers or on walkers and stilts and stuff. It's like, he definitely actually went to a deep end on him. But anyways, I'm moving out. What do you guys think about this? Peace.